We're going to go through lesson one, which is just an overview of accounting. And what the role of accounting is just to be able to show what transactions are happening inside a business. Accountants collect that data and then they figure out the best way to classify it and report it to business owners and managers so they can make decisions, as well as for investors to be able to decide if they want to buy into a business or sell the ownership they have in the business. And it also helps bankers and lenders know if they would like to loan money to the company. So accounting is simply just the process of planning, recording, and analyzing the financial information of a business. I like to think of accountants as people who take a lot of information and then put it together in a concise way, in a user-friendly way for other people to see it and make decisions about a business. And the accounting system is what's used to make that happen. The financial statements are actually what is given to investors, owners, and lenders to make the decisions after the accountants have collected all the information and put it together. So your book starts out by just talking about accounting in your personal life, and it talks about a net worth statement, which would be for an individual, not a business owner, to look at what their value is if we were just putting numbers to it. Assets is the first big definition that you need to know, and that is anything of value that is owned. A liability is anything that we owe to someone else that we have to pay back. And then the difference between what we own and what we owe is called equity. So you might hear people say net worth or book value, but equity is the difference. And you'll hear me say it's the residual between assets and liabilities. So here's just an example of a personal net worth statement, not a business. So if I have a savings account and I own a class ring, my total assets are $2,250. But if I borrowed money from my parents, or if I have a bill that I owe to a company, those are my liabilities. So even though I own $2,250 worth of things, I owe $175 of that to other people. So my net worth is $2,075. So we have a simple equation that shows that assets minus liabilities equals owner's equity. So the ethics section they've kind of thrown in here, and we will work ethics in as we go through and talk about various topics in accounting. But ethics is just making decisions based on principles of right and wrong that guide us. Accountants actually have a code of conduct that we are required to follow for many of the things that we do in our professional world. So we're not going to worry about the written communications segment right now. There are some questions at the end of this first little lesson that you can ask yourself, and I'm showing the answers and you can check those, but that's lesson one.